Opening a real estate company in the winter of 2007 was a pretty bad idea. Every radio station delivered impossible news about the impending house bubble, and depression and recession was not history, it was becoming a reality. When I told our family about my great idea to open up a real estate company at that time, most of them tried to talk me out of it. There was just one problem. I knew I was born to succeed. My vision was so big, I did not see any of the obstacles. Because I only have 3 minutes, and quite frankly, I can't order my Diet Coke in 3 minutes, I'll fast forward to tell you that Keller Louisville East now has 150 of the city's most productive agents. Tonight, I want to talk about the benefits of bad ideas and what 3 qualities you must pack in your briefcase if you decide to boldly pursue a bad idea. The first is enthusiasm. When you start anything, more often than not, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. And this is a good thing, because the people who do know what they're doing know all the rules. Rules are typically made by people who have never tested a boundary. I go with that a lot. Someone once told me that whoever goes into the meeting with the most enthusiasm wins, and I have always found this to be true. Last spring, I did a triathlon that required me to swim in the Tennessee River. Unlike opening my business, I knew every reason I should not swim in the Tennessee River. Not least of which is that I am scared of all of the creepy crawlies. Which leads me to the second thing you must pack in your briefcase: resolve. The day after Derby, and several mint juleps, I found myself swimming upstream in the river thinking, it is official, I have lost my mind. And then I panicked. I'm not a crier. And within 10 minutes of my swim, my goggles were filled with tears. I was terrified. I didn't care that I had told 100 people I was going to do that race. I wanted out. And then I remembered Dominic, my 7-year-old. He had spent the last few months with a counselor really working on his worry monster. He had conquered his fear of failure. And that fear wasn't a whole lot different than me being alone in that river. I resolved I would finish. I gave Dominic my finisher's medal because he deserved it. That brings me to the last thing you must pack in your suitcase before you take on this journey for pursuing bad ideas, and that is faith. In October, I traveled to Uganda, Africa, to work with imprisoned children. Since my return, our family has decided to pursue adopting 2 boys I met while I was there. And while I don't have time for the details, let me show you how the faith plays out. To make this very bad idea happen, we will have to get past a government that does not look favorably on adoption. We will probably have to live, and yes, I said live, in Uganda this year sometime for 4 to 6 weeks as a family. It is possible that one and/or both of these children have HIV. Have I mentioned yet that I currently live in a 2-bedroom apartment? That is a long story, but if we get both of these children home, which we really anticipate we will have 2 adults, 4 children, and 1 multi-poo in 1,000 square feet. The logistics are a nightmare, but we have faith. We can't see how this will work out. We actually have no control over whether it will. We believe God will work out all of the messy details in this, because we have to. And by the way, society is right back at it. Twice a day at least, someone will say to me, why? Why would you do this? Why in the world would you take on this kind of life? This is a very, very bad idea. You could lose everything. Your children could be heartbroken. I always say, because everything that has ever really mattered or become something priceless in my life came out of a very bad idea. Thank you.